Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot Oracle and I do the readings. What is going on? James, Mom Bear, Diane, Crystal, and Sarah at DC, Bartman. What is going on? Everybody's here. It is Friday. I'm ready for a weekend. Raise your hand if you are ready for a weekend, because, I'm ready for a whole lot of weekend. Nakona, what is going on? Good to see you. Linda, what is up? Everybody's here tonight. What is going on? So, assist chat. What is up? Anybody got some questions? We're here for some free live tarot readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
And that is it. YouTube user, did N see my Insta post? If yes, how does he feel about it? Stacy, thanks for renewing your membership, Stacy. I appreciate you as always. All right, we got YouTube users coming out of the gate with the first donation. We got, did N see the Insta post, and what do they think about it? We'll be using for this one the Divine Masculine. What's going on with that? This is a great deck. I love this deck. I think this is one of the best decks as far as quality and artwork and everything that I've seen probably in the past like 6 months. Very, very cool deck. Rough day. Sorry to hear that. That's no good. Diane, what is going on? It's already Saturday here. That's good. That's real nice. It is time. It is time for a whole lot of weekend. Yesenia, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right. Did N see the post? And if they did, what do they think about it? Six of Swords. I think on that journey, I did believe that they saw it, right? The Two of Wands, the master of their domain, they're looking out. They have sort of a control over their environment. They understand where they're sort of scanning and looking around, making choices, seeing what they do. And they're doing what they always do, which I think is sort of watch what you do. I think they do peek in occasionally to see what you are doing. Welcome, Paula. What's going on? Charisma, welcome as well, DC. But yeah, Wheel of Fortune. I do think they catch up on you. They check up on you once a day, once every couple of days, see what you're doing. Six of Swords, they're on that journey, right? Cassie, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right, so yeah, the Six of Swords. So what do they think about it? We know they saw it. What is their opinion about it? They definitely think that you're giving them some choices. It's like that you're giving them some options, giving them some choices. You're trying to make things happen. You're definitely sort of out there and getting their attention for sure. Anyway, that's kind of what they think about, that you're purposefully trying to get their attention. They sort of know where you're coming from kind of thing, and they're just going to deal with it in their own way. I don't think they're just going to make themselves completely change their stuff and do that. Or I don't think it's going to drastically affect what they do. I just think that they kind of understand understand that, you like to get their attention. You do have some posts that definitely do get their attention, and that's sort of where they're at with that. By the way, we have the lovely Christina is here tonight. Your mic is live. Just turn it on there.
Hello, guys.
So Christina's helping me with all of the beautiful tarot decks in the background here.
It's Friday.
It is Friday. I mean, we're ready to drink. I think that's one of those things. We
have a lack of alcohol in the house.
Well, we can fix that. That's easily fixable. That's very easily fixable. Yeah, it's Texas. 24/7, we can get some stuff done. You want to use that one?
Yep.
All right, cool. We're using the BD Tarot for the next one. All right, thank you for the mix-up. Yesenia wants to know, I've been in a great relationship for a year now. What can I expect this year?
Ooh, should she get a love deck?
Yeah, there you go. Do you want to do a love deck?
We should do a love deck. Let's do Modern Love.
Modern Love works. That is a great love deck. If I'm in love with somebody, I am going to use the Modern Love Tarot. That is going to be where it is at.
Hi, DC.
DC, we got Vianney, Vianney. I've not even pronounced that. Jessica, what's going on? 17 Joy is here as well. All right, we are rocking it tonight.
Crossing.
All right.
Enlightenment.
I don't think it's pronounced He Kate's Crossing. She told me it was pronounced one time. I looked on a YouTube channel, but I'm definitely butchering it. You're doing the same thing as me, sort of butchering it. But yeah, that's why I just go with Paula from now. Because apparently I can't pronounce that. All right, let's see about that. We've been in a relationship for a year, and we're ready to sort of get on sort of the next thing. We're ready to get on to the next big the next big step in the relationship. See where it's going. See how that is going then. It is Vani. Awesome, cool. All right, so what can I expect for another year? Hanged Man said you're going to look at this a little bit differently than you did before. This is going to be a new year. It's sort of a new encounter. It feels like that something's changed. Things are sort of blossoming into the next level. We're moving into that next part of the relationship. And I think that you do have sort of an expansion coming, or, some kind of something basically changing, right? And you see that with the Nine of Swords. I think some of the parts of the relationship just don't work, where we do have a little bit of challenge, or we do have some miscommunications, or we do have some things that are just sort of challenging. They're difficult to nail down. They're difficult to sort of hammer out sometimes. Rhodesian, thank you for your donation. But I think those things are going to be a little more on the High Priestess side. This next year is sort of learning a little bit about where we both fit in this relationship. Because sometimes we'll just get a little bit of lost, or we'll get a little bit into it a little too much, into the normal routine. And we don't really sort of go back or walk back a step and see sort of where the big things are changing, or sort of where the big things are occurring within the relationship. And the Six of Swords says it is going to be a definite journey for the next year. And I think the journey is going to take us into different places. It's going to be something nice. It's going to be something new. I think we have some disagreements about money sort of on the rise, I think, in the next year, as well as it feels like that there is a lot of things moving around. In other words, there's like family movement. There's like some things happening, definitely some movement happening within that realm as well. So I think for the next year, it's going to be sort of learning. It's going to be sort of figuring out where we fit in. I think we have the routine down. It's more of a where we fit in for sort of communication and things like that. So I think that is going to be sort of where the next thing is. All right. And Cassie, were the ex's feelings ever genuine? All right. So the ex apparently bailed, or the ex had some wild things happen. Maybe they changed their personality a little bit or something. We need to figure out where to click to get this next. Okay. Where to click to get the ex's feelings. Were they genuine? Could have High Priestess. We could have the Eight of Swords. We could have the Devil. We could have a lot of hidden information, or a lot of things that just didn't work out, things that are on that side, and got to sort of figure that out there. All right.
Or we could have the Lovers.
You could have the Lovers. Could have 7, 7, 6, and a Queen. If you're looking for a genuine feelings. If you're looking for something like that, sort of an indicator right here that I think that they were a little bit in the genuine side. Seven of Cups said that you do have sort of multiple layers to the cake, right? You do have the Seven of Cups where sometimes they were genuine, sometimes they did have feelings, sometimes they were actually communicating with you in a way that, did sort of work. They're communicating with you in a way that sort of actually made things better and whatnot. But other times we have the Seven of Wands. I think they came in on the offensive. They were a little bit too sort of assertive, a little bit too in the sort of in the full steam ahead type thing. I don't think that was something that you really kind of wanted, right? But as far as the exit, so the exit seems to be the thing that is at risk, or the exit seems to be the thing that is sort of one of the hot points in here. I think the exit was for the best. It seems like the exit was for the best. The separation was for the best. But did they have feeling? I think, again, it was multiple layers of the cake. They did in some cases. Other cases, I think that they were genuinely just not a good person, or they just weren't on the same level as you, weren't on the same maturity level as you as well. So you definitely have a little bit of yes and a little bit of no. It's one of the questions where I don't really think that you can have a solid yes or no answer to that. It is sort of different layers with that. Samantha, welcome. What is going on? Good to see you.
All right. As long as in my head when you were saying that,
which one?
And Monica in my life.
Oh, okay. Yes. All right, we'll go to the next one. Rhodesian Ridgeback. I've worked for myself since 2019, and it has been great. That is awesome. What can I expect for the next 3 months? And let's see about that. Maybe we can have a lot of money. Maybe we can have a lot of money. I mean, you're working for yourself. It could be something where it just works out. It just makes the impact. It makes where you need to be and all of that good stuff. Let's find out how that is going to go. All right. Work for myself, and it is great. What can I expect? The Ten of Cups is good. That's one of the cards where you feel at home. China, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. One of the things where you do feel at home with that. Alaya, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. I mean, it does feel like you're at home. It does feel you're working for yourself. You're doing your own thing. Either you're working from home, you're home-based, you have a lot of good things with that. And that 10 says that is where the heart is. That is where you're comfortable at. That is a very thing. Also, obviously, it's going to be great. This is something that you enjoy. This is something that you look forward to. Definitely going to be something where, you're very, very comfortable with it. You absolutely adore it. And the emotional satisfaction is definitely there. It also gives you the power and the abilities that you need here. When I say that, you're talking about sort of being your own boss, or, doing your own hours, or understanding what the responsibility is and being able to step up and make that happen. I think that's one of the keys here, is you're able to do that. A lot of people can't, right? People that work for themselves a lot of time just fail because they can't make themselves get up and go to work. They can't make themselves do that. It's kind of rough with that. You do have sort of that temptation level as well. So if you're looking at sort of the next year, I think the next year you actually do make more money. I think that you come into money. I think money is going to be a big factor. And I think that you're looking at a lot more income. Okay. The 10 of coins, not only is it great income, it is also the doing things at home and doing things sort of the way that you want them done. Samantha, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. The other thing that you're going to have, I think that you have a couple of customers that are going to become problems. I think that they become problems, and they're either a little too needy, or they're a little too odd, or something happens. I think that's coming in about 3.5 months, maybe 4 months away. You're going to have sort of that in the next year. The other thing that you're going to have is a little bit of needing to raise your prices. So it feels like that some of the services are going to get overloaded, or people are going to use the service a lot. It's going to be one of those things where you have so much business that you end up needing to raise your prices. So I think that is what is coming. Boo Boo, welcome. What is going on? Good to see you as always. All right, we got that one. Going on to the next, which is Karen. How things going with Daniel? Let's see about Daniel. Hopefully Daniel's all right. Hopefully Daniel is going to be okay. Let's find out using the Biddy Tarot. What is the title of this one? The Biddy Tarot, Everyday Tarot. It is another day in the Everyday Tarot, and that is one of those. That is one of those. Yeah, if you're too busy, sometimes you just need to raise your price. And I think that's going to occur. It's definitely going to occur, along with some of the problematic issues you have with a couple of people. I think about 3.5, 4 months. How are things going with Daniel? 10 of Wands. Daniel is a bit overloaded. Daniel has a lot of stuff going on. Got a lot of wands here. You are looking at a little bit of the fiery action. A little bit of that fiery action here with them wands. Daniel is in a place where he's struggling. He's just struggling. You have the overloaded Daniel with the 10 of Wands, right? Daniel has too much. Daniel took on too much. Maybe Daniel volunteered for too much. Daniel just has that feel, right? Renee, welcome. What is going on? And the King of Cups, I think part of that is sort of the emotional tie or the emotional boundaries that they sort of hit, where they're just having problems, where everything is not flowing correctly. Everything is not sort of moving the way that they need to do. And 5 of Wands, they had a lot of competition or people working against them right now. Basically, yeah. So competition, things working against them, people working against them. Queen of Cups, they need to get back to their norm. They need to get back to normal. And it feels like that is a struggle right now. And so that is what's going on with Daniel. Shannon, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. Oh, we got the Witchling Academy. Is that the Witchling?
No,
that is the other one. That is the
Teen Witch or something.
the Teen
Witch Tarot.
The Teen Witch Tarot. There we go. The Teen upside down. The Teen Witch Tarot. All right. Happy Friday. It is Friday. Well, Mom Bear's here. What is going on, Mom Bear? What is up? What is up?
Mom Bear.
All right.
I love a name like that.
Mom Bear. That's the best name ever. I mean, come on. Nakona, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Of men still struggling. Yeah, there is that. When is my next relationship? We need an exact time. When? We got the king. Oh, Jesus. King, right around the corner. I would say in a month and 4 days. I would say a month and 4 days. You're looking at a month and 4 days. I think that's my thing. We got the king, all of the kings. Now, notice which one's missing. The King of Wands. That's sort of where you have to sort of pick up and run with it. Pick up and run with it. The Chariot literally says you need to pick up and run with it. Part of this is you're going to have opportunities. The doors are going to open and you're going to have to go through them. You're going to have to run with it. And I think you're going to have to get to a point where you're sort of open to a relationship. A lot of times we get to that literal point where it says, the door's open, we need to go, but our heart just isn't in it. You have to be open. You have to be available. You have to be where you can be open and you can sort of look at that as a good relationship, a new relationship, something that we can trust, somebody that we can sort of get into that mode, right? The Chariot says to walk that line is going to be critical here, because if the door opens and you just walk through it, expect somebody to hand you everything, I don't really think it's going to work. You have kings. It's all about responsibility. King is all about opening up. It's all about being that leader. It's all about sort of being in that next thing and being available for that, right? Because a lot of times we're just not available for it. We just sort of like, I'm not really no. Maybe I'll throw a deck of cards on the floor. Maybe this is one of the things. That could be a 78 card pickup game. Could be. Alaya, when am I going to meet my life partner? That's pretty specific. We got a lot of wins. We got a month and 4 days for the other one. Let's see about you. Rhodesia. This is the most loving group I've felt in a group reading for a long time. I'm just saying, Rhodesia, this is the place to be. It is the Tarot Oracle channel. We got news coming tomorrow. Okay, guys, news coming tomorrow. High Priest, thank you for your donation. Let me know what your question is. News is coming tomorrow. These are the hottest
They're all upside down.
pre-orders. These are the hottest pre-orders that exist. The hottest pre-orders that exist right now. If you're going to get a pre-order in, and I would, because I think the price of paper may bump up a little bit. Joe's Mystics, thank you for your donation as well. Going to be pretty cool. When am I going to meet life partners? 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords. It's going to be longer. 6 of Swords, as I talk about in my book, is a slow-moving vehicle. It's a slow-moving vehicle. It just goes slowly. The dude's in there with a stick, and he's sort of pushing the boat along. Queen of Pentacles is sort of an organizational thing. It's being in the right place in the right time. And the 10 of Swords, you really need to free up something. You do need to free up something and cut loose of something that's sort of drawing you down or dragging you down as well with that. By the way, this is the Housewives Tarot. So you have a longer period. You're looking at things that need to happen, things that need to take place. And the 7 of Pentacles is the big key here, sort of being available, being out there, right? Hannah, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. I think that you're looking at November. I think that you're looking at November for the life partner, for somebody that's going to be that type of person, basically. So there we go. There we go. I'm going out on a limb here. I'm saying November is when you meet. Not November is when you start the relationship. November is when you meet, because there are multiple moving parts to this. There are multiple moving parts to this. And again, it's a slow moving vehicle. It is a slow moving vehicle. Family protected spiritually. Ooh, that's a good question. Who is missing me? Well, I mean, other than me and Christina, I'm just saying, who is missing me other than me and Christina? Let's find out. Let's find out who is missing Samantha. By the way, never mind. Yeah, that's going to be a thing. Let's find out who is missing. Who is missing? Emperor. It is somebody that definitely knew where to press your buttons. They definitely knew where to press your buttons. They definitely knew what made you emotional. They knew what motivated you. They understood you emotionally. Definitely somebody that had that ability over you, right? I'm not saying the emperor, they just ruled over you. I'm just saying some people just know us. They just know us, and they're good with that. Person was also an excellent communicator. A divine communicator, Ace of Swords, an excellent communicator. Devil and the 4 of Wands, somebody that was around a little while, not like a long period of time, not like years and years. Somebody was around a little while, but they felt like that they wanted more than they had, or they felt like they were reaching for more or something like that. Basically, they're not completely content, happy. They felt like they needed more. They were reaching for more. And that who is missing you. That is who is missing you. All right, thank you again for your donation. I appreciate you so much. All right, the next one, you got to start driving to Starbucks. Hope you have something good. Ooh, look at what we got for this one. Look at what we got for this one. Good evening, everybody. Shannon, thank you for your donation. Shannon, did you have a question? Free readings, random, like using the Centennial Smith. Wait for now. I guess not. All right. Well, Shannon, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Nakona, Shannon, let me know if you have a question. Career reading. I don't love what I'm doing. I mean, do any of us really? They smell kind of bad. Do any of us really? I mean, okay. Well, Christina does. All right. Let's see about that. Let's see about this. This is my brand new deck. This is the Rose Tarot. The Rose Tarot. They got a lot of ink on them. They've got a lot of ink on them. They smell like ink and not roses. All right. I think this is going to be my go-to deck for just hardcore, accurate readings. In fact, for private, if you want a private reading, by the way, $30, you get to spend 20 minutes of valuable time with me. We can hang out. We'll talk about your issues. We'll draw some cards. We'll talk about exactly what you want. We're going to use this. This is, I think, my new private reading deck. This is where I'm going to reach. This is where I'm going to reach for a private readings. Anyway, career reading. 4 of Coins. It knows that, okay, here's the problem, Nakona. Here is the problem. You're not making any money. You're not making the money that you need. You're not making the money that you need. Bottom line, you're just not getting it. So the Four of Coins is not only holding on to what you have, but it is also the fact that, trying to make more money. And it's difficult where you're at. It's like the upper momentum is just not there. The management maybe is not there as well. And I mean, it's just one of those, right? Now, the Knave of Coins talks about just sort of getting into that position, getting into something with that. One of the things that you need to do is sort of move to sort of a different area, it feels, or have some movement happening, right? The sun says the sun is waiting for you. You have that relaxation. You're playing the harp. You have that opportunity somewhere else. It may not be where you're at, but you do have that opportunity. High Priest, thank you for your other donation. But the sun says it exists somewhere. It's a matter of finding it. And that involves moving. That involves relocating to some different position, some different thing. That is going to be one of the big factors because the Lover says you need that match, okay? Nakona, you need management that understands who you are, your talents, and gives you the opportunities to shine. If you don't have that type of upward momentum, that's going to be overall a problem, and you're just going to sort of get stuck with that, right? Going to get stuck with that. And High Priest, we're on your first question tonight, 1 out of 2. High Priest wants to know, is my home and family protected spiritually? Protected spiritually. That's a good deck for this one. All right, we're going with the Star Tarot, by the way. In case you wonder where this is the Star. It's V2. It is V2. And they really made it shine because the one before this, not so much. I'm going to say not so much the one before this, but this one, man, they just knocked it out of the park. Such a fantastic tarot. It rocks. Samantha, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate that. Is my home and family spiritually protected? 3 of Wands, 2 of Swords. 2 of Swords provides the protection. The 9 of Swords provides the wall of protection. The Magician provides the amount of knowledge, the amount of sort of either spells or the amount of things that you need to feel protected and to be protected. I do think you are, right? We have a couple of guard posts right here. The 2 of Swords is definitely sort of a transition between 2 worlds sometimes. The 3 of Wands is looking out amongst the lands and finding any threats that could be there. And the 9 of Swords gets you the overall protection with the gate, right? Magician as well. You have the powers, you have the spiritual abilities to get the protection going. And I think that you are indeed protected. I like it. I like it a lot. I think that is where it is at. Hannah wants to know. All right, let me click and get this caught up. True feelings, intentions, Joe Mystics. Joe's Mystics is next. And let's see, where's Joe Mystics at? All right, so let's see, where's Joe's thing? Joe Mystics wants to know, basically,
We froze.
no, why?
Screen. Oh, your hand's just still.
Yeah, true feelings, intentions. Okay, what's D's true feelings and intentions? I'm gonna have to manually type this. All right, Joe Mystic. Oops. Let's see. True feelings and intentions. All right, had to manually put that one in. Anyway, we're gonna get the next deck on the list, which is everybody's favorite. Everybody's favorite. Is this your current favorite? No, your current favorite is the hand painted one, right?
Yes.
Yep, the slow tarot. All right, D, E's true feelings and intentions towards me. Let's get it done. 8 of Cups is interesting. We have a separation almost. We have a 4 of Swords. We have a delay in getting back. It feels like, is there a separation or is there some distance between you, or was there a separation? Is this something that you had going before? Maybe it's an on and off relationship. Maybe you had some issues or something like that. But we have the 8 of Cups, like an abandonment or leaving or some motion with that. King of Coins says it's almost like things were a little too comfortable. a little too comfortable where we're not exactly where we need to be, but we think we are, right? Everything is relaxed, and if we have something, we can recover from it. But it feels like that it's kind of rough. It feels like kind of rough sometimes. Four of Swords is almost like, again, we have a break or a slowdown or something where they're just not there. They're just not there. No separation, just distance. Okay, so the Eight of Cups has the distance there. The King of Coins, far, far distant from their lands and whatnot. And the Four of Swords, it just feels like this sometimes does cause worry. It causes some kind of planning that needs to get done and whatnot. Ten of Coins overall says they do have some excellent and amazing true feelings with you. That's big. That's big. Ten of Coins is the happy home, happy family card. I think they have a lot of things they're looking forward to. I think they have a lot of things that they are really sort of expecting. And I think that things will turn out great. I mean, things will turn out fantastic.
So is that a thumbs up?
That is a thumbs up. The things will turn out fantastic. We're looking at these true feelings and intentions being good, and definitely on the home front, definitely on the comfort with that.
Speaking of the slow tarot.
Speaking of the slow tarot, we're doing it slow. We're doing it slow. Everyone likes it when it's slow. What do the cards need me to know that's important to me to deal with or to be happy surprised, which would be awesome? Let's do that. Let's do that. This is one of my favorite questions. It just is. Because I think sometimes we just want the cards to just talk to us, right? We want them just to say whatever you have to say, just pour it out there, and let me sort of figure out how to deal with it. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times it's just like a really specific question, but sometimes you're just like, oh, what's happening? Where is the movement going? Where am I going to be with this? Eight of Coins is an interesting one here. It definitely talks about Eight of Coins, working by yourself, the Five of Cups, and the Five of Coins. Wow. Basically, okay, Hannah. Basically, I would say in early July, you have sort of a problem headed your way, or you have a difficult situation that you're going to have to deal with, something that you need to sort of plan for, something that you need to sort of realize that it's time to think on my feet. It's time to get moving. It's time to definitely walk and get motion going on that. That's basically it. Right now, it feels like you're working alone a lot, or working on something with not a lot of support, or something that a lot of people just aren't there for you, or just needed you. You needed their support. Maybe they weren't there. You needed some sort of backup. Maybe you just sort of had to do it alone. But it's a lot of working, a lot of sort of repetitive types things going on there. And the Hermit says it could be a situation where you're not having the support network that you need for some of this. The Five of Cups says, I would say early July, you have sort of a pending thing that you need to deal with. I don't think it's something that's an emergency. I think it's something that just sort of cropped up. I think it starts building about June 10th, June 11th. It starts building up, and you sort of see, maybe this is something I need to deal with. The best thing that you have opportunity-wise here is to understand that this is a think on your feet situation. It's not something you're going to be able to plan. It's not something you're going to be able to sort of, have a master organizational thing and sort of deal with it that way. It's definitely something where I need to think on my feet. I need to sort of create this environment. Part of this is caused by somebody else, but can't really deal with it by dealing with the person. It's more of a dealing with the situation and sort of pulling back, finding a way to sort of figure out how the end state is. So at some point it becomes a game of chess, right? It becomes a game of chess where you need to make a move. They're going to make a move, and you need to do that on the fly, because chess, right? You can plan all day, but once they make a move you didn't predict, now you're sort of back on your feet. So again, it is a chess game starting in July. And again, June 10th, June 11th, you get a little bit of a feel what that is. So that's basically what is important for you to deal with. Ooh, the heaven and earth. Oh no, we're going to use the echoes of failure.
No, don't say that.
We're going to use the echoes of High Priest. High Priest wants to know the second question. Let's go with High Priest. Next question. Where are you at, High Priest? On my little happy app over here. Does my lead like to work? I'm doing, because she pulled me aside and told me I was doing a good job. I'm telling you now, if somebody grabs you and wants to talk to you and they tell you you're doing a damn good job,
It's a good thing.
That is so nice. That is so nice. I'm just saying. Shannon and Paula are working through my videos. It's like, how many videos I got? Like 1,200 at this point? Yeah, I got a lot of videos. I'm not short on the videos. That is for sure. I need to do this video. I need to do this painting again. This painting again. This painting is going to be action-packed. By the way, if you're not on my Instagram, it is up here. It'll be up here in a minute. I am doing a portrait of Christina. I'm trying out portraits. I did a drawing to warm up, basically. We are going to do a portrait and try not to hose it. Try not to hose it at all. All right. What is my life? Do they like the work I'm doing because it pulled me aside? Personal space is interesting indeed. Personal space says that you have the wherewithal to get a lot of stuff done on your own. Okay. Do you see what I'm saying, High Priest? In other words, I don't have to follow you around and point out that this needs to get done, that needs to get done. You're extremely aware. You're extremely independent, and you understand what needs to get done quickly. That's why they like you. That's why they like you. They give you the personal space, and that leads to a lot of good stuff, right, High Priest? A lot of good stuff. When you're independent, you can do things on your own, and they trust you to get things done. Not micromanaging you, leaving you alone, letting you do your thing. That is so key. That is so key. Surfing the waves is a great card too. It talks about you're able to deal with changes, okay? Because companies, organizations, corporations, they all have non-stop changes. They have non-stop changes. Tarot Oracle, would you use the Golden Girls Tarot? Sure, I'll use it. I used to watch the Golden Girls. I hate to say that, but I did. Okay, anyway, I love B. Arthur's the shit. I'm just saying. All right, surfing the waves, you're able to adjust to changes quickly. You're able to adjust to changes well, because some people get stuck, right, High Priest? They just get freaking stuck. They're just not able to change, to do things dynamically, to do things to where they need to be done. And you're good at that. Transforming, you're able to grow. You're able to learn things. So if I come to you with a task, you're not like, I have no idea how to do that. You say, let me do it. Let me do it. I would love to try that out. And that's what they want to hear. They want to hear that. They want to hear that. So the transforming is there. This is the Echoes of Nature. I'm reprinting it. After the printer finally gets done with this one, I'm reprinting the Echoes of Nature. By the way, if you've never seen this deck, this is my card. This is my art. This is my art.
Amazing.
And
Actual paintings.
these are
Amazing.
paintings. So yeah, Christina's seen the paintings. They're hanging all over the house.
They're beautiful.
So yeah, now this is the one I want to do again. This is the one.
Oh, lovely.
This is a Tim Xenon painting. That was a commission for somebody's dog. This was Brianna. I miss Brianna. Brianna used to hang out. That's Brianna's cat.
Who's Brianna?
Brianna is a stream for somebody that used to come on the stream all the time. Yeah, Brianna was Brianna's one of the first stream people I had. Anyway, so I told everybody on the channel, I was like, I need your pets. If you send me a picture of your pets, I'll paint them. I'll send you the painting and put them in my deck. And that is my painting of Brianna's cat, by the way. Okay. Anyway, this will be reprinted eventually after they finally get done with Mother Deck. Okay. Yeah, Brianna, she's in Vegas. She used to be on the stream all the time. She's like one of my first viewers. She used to get here like every single night. She would come in. Anyway, Samantha, is CG the one that misses me? Let's do it. Let's do it with the Heaven and Earth Tarot. Find out. Julia, welcome. What is going on? Good to see you. Kanan, what is up? What is up? I mean, Rivers, everybody's here tonight. Everybody is here tonight. Oh, she finally framed that. The lady I did that commission for finally framed that.
Harry's situation. That's cute.
Harry's situation. Yeah. She I gave that to her. She bought like 4 of my paintings. And
It's my painting.
That is your, well, yeah, technically, well, that doesn't have the children in it, but yeah. Okay, so is CG the one that misses me? Oh, the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, Temperance and Strife. I think so. I think so. We're going with a thumbs up on this. Let's sort of break down why we have a thumbs up on this. You have a Knight of Pentacles. They're sort of proud of what they have, right? Proud of what they have. And what I mean by that is, if you look in the Thoth and the meaning of the Thoth card, it talks about that this person has a field of wheat amongst them. And they've worked hard on it. They're looking at the field of wheat and they're proud of that environment. And Samantha, I think that the CG is proud of what you had. They have that memories, right? And you see that with the King of Pentacles as well, the retired banker. The memories, the stability, things were like that. They missed that. Temperance as well, things blended together, right? Things blended together so easy. Talking easy, things blending is so easy, it's so simple. You don't have to work on it. And that's what you really need when you have a good blend. Strife, a little bit of drama, a little bit of action too. Not just completely boring, a little bit of strife, a little bit of action as well. I think all of these moving parts sort of indicate they liked the environment, they liked a little bit of spice that came with it, and they sort of enjoyed those memories that were there. So we're going with a yes on that. We are going with a yes on that particular one. All right, Queenie, thanks for your donation. I appreciate that. Joe's Mystics, we already did. And Rose. Rose had a quickie question there. Rose, what we got going on? Will I write a book? Will I write a book? I'm going to tell you now, Rose. Rose, you already have some of the book either written or planned. We're going raw tonight. You have some of the book written already, or at least planned. I think you have some sort of an outline. You have some sort of a very firm idea of where you want to go. Very Van Gogh. This is very Van Gogh, I have to say now.
That's a good past lives.
Writing a book. The Five of Lotuses. Rose, you've been really freaking busy. You have been really freaking busy, haven't you? Really busy. It's hard to write a book. You got a lot of things going on. You got a lot of people that depend on you. You got a lot of moving parts. Moon Honey, thank you for your donation. And the Seven of Birds says that you need to get some time in there to do it. All right. The key factor here is planning. Go on and get an outline of the book and try to write a little piece at a time, because the Nine of Trees says that trying to bite off the entire thing at once is going to be difficult. You got to relax. You got to relax. You got to do it piecemeal. You can't do big chunks at a time, right? But yes, absolutely, you will write a book. And again, I think you already started it. I mean, I think you have it at least at a minimum. You have it in your head that this is something you can do and this is something you want to do. This is something that you've been meaning to do. But man, getting the slices of time is just freaking difficult. Speaking of books, everybody's writing a book tonight, babe. Everybody is writing a book tonight. What should my novel be about? We are using the tarot deck that's been at the printer for a year. I don't know what is going on with them.
They're overwhelmed.
I guess. I need to get the thing printed before the paper hike. I don't want to pay like 20% more because that's like $2,000. Don't want to pay an extra $2,000 just because I waited. It's not going to happen. We're going to reprint everything. All right, including my book, which is being printed right now, by the way, and I have that price locked in. It is locked in. All right, what should my novel be about? It is a story. It is a story of a man. It is a man. And this person is really, really trying to catch something. It could be his mate. It could be something that's moving. It definitely trying to catch him. He's never actually caught it. He's never actually caught this thing. And it's not for trying. He's never actually caught this thing, but he is good at chasing it and he has passion about it. The magician says this is not the only person involved here. He has other people involved as well that are trying to stop him. They're just not able to do it. And if they would team up, they could do it, but they're not a good team. team at all. They have a lot of issues. They have a lot of drama, a lot of problems going back and forth. And the biggest problem is sort of there's this on-off weird relationship going that's sort of dragging both of them down. They're trying to get this on-off relationship going, and they just can't get it into the off stage fast enough. It becomes very volatile very quickly. We have a lot of emotional problems, and sort of there's a lot of different emotions between all of these people. They're just trying to figure out how to deal with it. It's a very sort of an emotional type of thing, but it also has a lot of action. It also has a lot of things happening within that realm. Lovers says that the overall theme of the book is love. It is love. It is the lovers. And there are people watching over here, right? There are people watching over this situation. They're trying to sort of normalize things. Things aren't going to be normal for these people. They're not normal at all. They have a lot of, again, moving parts, a lot of drama, a lot of things happening at once. And it's hard to just sort of narrow down sort of where things are going to be at the end of the day. Because again, all of the movement, all of the sort of the action, the adventure, and things happening with that. Definitely an emotional type of pull. Definitely somebody that just doesn't click a lot of times, and that's just what happens. Anyway, that's what the novel should be about, Queenie. That's pretty specific. That is pretty specific, I got to say.
What if that just like our self-help book?
Well, yeah, maybe you were writing nonfiction. I mean, I don't know. That's what it said. That is what it said. If you're writing nonfiction, I mean, maybe there were some key components in there. I mean, I'm not going to rule it out. I'm not going to rule it out. A general from Moon Honey. Let's find out. Let's find out what that is going to be. They said novel. They didn't say nonfiction book.
Oh, okay.
They said novel. If it was a nonfiction book, maybe it would have been like tarot. Maybe a tarot book, maybe an astrology book, maybe how to find yourself with tarot, astrology type of thing. Oh man, just beautiful freaking deck of cards. Love this deck of cards. I love this deck of cards.
How much does this one run?
60. Yeah, it's cheaper than a Kickstarter. All right. General Moon Honey, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, not that. Let's do the reading. Eight of Swords. You're not able to get some things done due to sort of being held back with this 8. Your back is against the wall. So, Moon Honey, somebody has forced your back against this wall. Somebody has forced your back against this wall. It almost feels like there's too much hanging over the situation, right? You got that 10 of Wands trying to carry too much, trying to carry a burden, trying to figure out sort of where you need to be with all of these things, because you need to offload some of this. You can't carry this forever. Your back is against the wall for this. It's time to make a decision. It's time to come forward. It's time to sort of expand and do something that's going to be something that makes an impact with this situation as well. Hermit says you may be alone here. The people you were trying to get, some people you're trying to do, you may be alone. In fact, I think during this situation, because your back is against the wall, because you do have to sort of leap forward and get a lot of things sort of moving forward, and unfortunately, a lot of people are not going to like that. The Hermit means you may be by yourself at the end of this. It may be something where you just don't have that type of support, and you just sort of need that right now. Because I think, Moon Honey, a lot of support is great for you right now. You really sort of need a backup, right? To get your back against outside of this situation, to get out of these restrictions and whatnot. 7 of Swords says abandonment is an option. I'm not ruling that out at all. If you can take the things, you can sneak out. You can sneak out with the swords. If you can take what you can and get out of there, that's going to be a big factor. That's going to be a big help as well. So there we go. There is your General Moon Honey. Hopefully at least some of that made sense. At least some of that made some sense. The Moon Baby Tarot.
Yeah,
that's really cute. Yeah, that's nice.
Just collected my money.
All right, they just collected your money. Well, that's good. That is good that they are a money collector. Woo! It is action. Back me up here. It is action-packed tonight. It is action-packed tonight. We are done with the donations, I think. Who has some questions? Throw some questions out there. Farid, may I ask for a reading? Yes, you may, Farid. Let me know what your question is. Let me know what your question is. While we're waiting on Farid, let's go to chat, find out who is in here. Charisma always has a question, but no Charisma question tonight. Charisma,
Where's your question?
Where's your question? B. Arthur was my fave. Look at this, DC. DC's backing me up here. DC knows. B. Arthur. B. Arthur is it. We got Fareed wants a reading, but I don't know what the question is. We got Irene wants a reading. I don't know what that question is. We got Asaj B wants a question. General reading for my mom. We got James. Hello again. What's going on?
So
Hello all.
So ask Stacy, she's got a question.
Yeah, Stacy, you got a question. Let me know. Mom Bear's got a question. Mom Bear had a question earlier in the stream too. Let's get Mom Bear. Let's get Mom Bear. What do I need to know now? Now, what do I need to do now? A month out. I need to focus, but on what? Let's do it. Nafisa, let me know what your question is as well.
Question, ask it.
All right. Will Xenon appear in my life soon? Let's see. What did they feel? I got you. Nafisa, let me know what your question is. Mom Bear, what I need to do right now, plus a month out. Need to focus. Mom Bear needs to find things. Mom Bear needs to find things. Matilda, welcome back. What's going on, Matilda? I would love to know what is the sole purpose in my life. All right. By the way, okay. Let me give the rules here. There is no list. Donations take priority, then I pick at random. So if I like your question, I might read it. I just might indeed. Stacy, will my land in Texas hit oil soon? Are we talking about oil? Are we talking about the money from the oil? I'm just saying.
Maybe.
What do I need to do now? Plus run it. Okay, you're stuck making decisions, Mom Bear. Mom Bear, you're stuck making decisions. The Two of Stones. It's time to juggle. It's time to figure out what the decisions are going to be important. Because Mom Bear, I think you got a couple of decisions that just won't work. I mean, back me up, Mom Bear. Some of these decisions just don't work. I think you need to ditch some of those. Because the Seven of Cups says you got too many things that you're juggling right now, Mom Bear. You got too many things going on, too many things juggling, too many things happening. You need to sort of focus and narrow down on the big things because this situation is not going to last forever. Death says you got change coming. You have a change of venue. You have a change of sort of what you're dealing with and all of that good stuff. The Four of Stones says it's important to hold on to what you have. Okay. So you need to focus on holding on to what you have. That's primarily important here. You don't want people walking away with the gold. Seven of Cups says you have too many things going on. Some of these are false. Some of these are fake. Some of these just aren't something you need to focus on. You need to make the right choices. It's going to be important here. But again, the situation is volatile. The situation is going to change. So Mom Bear, if you want a guarantee in this situation, it is change. It is change. That is your guarantee. All right. Crystals and Pain has nothing. Crystals and Pain has nothing. Stacy's mom has got it going on. All right. Let's see. Stacy wants the gold. Will land hit oil?
Look, you should do this deck.
Will I have? Okay, you want the gold. We have the gold over here. We have the gold over here. All right. Stacy. Will my land in hexes hit gold, hit oil? Look at the gold. Look at the gold foil on this thing. Look at that.
So pretty.
That's nice. That's nice. It's downright sexy. Downright sexy. Okay. You got the page of coins. I don't think so. I mean, we're going with a thumbs down. Going with a thumbs down. You got the Ace of Coins. I think that you're in for some money. Stacy, I'm going to go way out on a limb here, okay? I think that you win a scratch off. It's a one with a wheel on it. It looks similar to the Wheel of Fortune. I wouldn't get a bunch of these. Entertainment purposes only. Don't go dump a lot of dump a lot of money on this. I'm saying the scratch off that looks like a wheel. It looks maybe like a pentacle. It looks like a wheel. That scratch off is the one that you want to play. I would spend $1 at most and just go for it. That's the one is going to be important just for you. Just for you. Nobody else on stream. I'm talking specifically to Stacy. Fareed, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Fareed has a question. Let's get that.
Should we go with the Bumbleberry?
We'll go with the Bumbleberry Hollows. The Bumbleberry Hollows. Let's do it. I mean, this is a great deck.
They are.
Anna love this deck.
I know.
Anna love that
I
deck.
don't want to give her that, but I don't want to because I want it for myself.
You want it for yourself. Okay. I mean, I'm just saying. I am just saying. Fareed, thanks again. Fareed wants to know, will Xenon appear in my life soon? Let's find out. Let's find out. Joe's Mystics, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that so much. All right, let's do this. Will Xenon come in? Will Xenon appear? By the way, this is the Bumbleberry Hollows. We didn't say it enough already. You need to see the graphic.
It's so cute.
This is the one that somebody said that my taste in tarot was that of a little girl.
Well, and I heard someone say it looked creepy. And I can
It
see
looks
how
creepy.
It looks creepy, but it's really cute. I don't care what they say.
I'm just saying, Sheila, happy Friday indeed. Are they going to appear? Nine of Cups says yes. We're going with a thumbs up on this. All right. Fareed, if you haven't read my book, if you haven't watched the videos on the court cards, it's important to do that, okay? Because the Nine of Cups is Mr. Romance. The Nine of Cups is a romantic encounter. It's somebody that travels. It's somebody that brings romance. And the Ten of Pentacles is having the things that you want, having that relationship and all of that stuff. I think that they feel romantic. I think that they want something bigger. They want something substantial. It feels like that. The Queen of Wands says that you need to sort of agree of some point, though. You need to have some sort of agreement in here in order to make this work. Because I think if we continue to do the things that we did, I don't think it works. I think we need to change. We need to modify. We need to understand what the other person wants and needs and become more sensitive to that as well. It looks like Hello Kitty. Crystal, you are correct.
That's what I said.
That does look a little bit like Hello Kitty. Joe's Mystics. All right, Joe's Mystics is going to have, I think, the last question. We're going to end soon. We're going to get out of here. We're going to bail. We are going to bail. We have to take a shower and eat a banana. Take a shower and eat a banana. No separation, just distance. All right. Why is the pushing for me to be pregnant by December? I've no idea. We have pregnant by December. Why is D pushing for me to be pregnant by December? Oh, well, that is unusual. Pushing for you to be pregnant? Okay. I mean, I guess that could be kind of fun in a way. I mean, until yeah. I mean, I'm not going to lie here. I'm not going to lie. I mean, the best part about pregnancy is getting pregnant. Anyway, Noah, thank you for your donation. The last reading is going to be Noah. Noah's Ark. Noah, what is your question? Let me know, Noah. I don't see your question in the PayPal, but thank you so much. I appreciate you. Okay. Why is D pushing for me to be pregnant by December? Seven of Pentacles. Oh, man. They got a plan. They do. They literally have a plan for that. They have a plan. The Seven of Pentacles, we're working towards an end goal. I think they want to have some control over you, quite honest with you. The Six of Wands, well, there's two things with this. It almost feels like that they want that level of control. In other words, they think it's going to bring them into a situation where they have more control. The Moon says they want to be closer to you, and they think this is a way to do it. The Moon, that thing. Dr. Mystical, what is going on? Good to see you, Dr. Mystical. The Moon says they want to be closer to you, and this is going to be a way to get closer to you, basically, right? The Knight of Wands, they want to take that journey as well. They want to take the journey. They want to be closer to you, and they think that they're going to have a little more sort of power and the celebration aspect of it too. This is something where they want to have that celebration. They want to have that good news. They want to share the good news with you. Basically, they want to share that good news with you, right? They want to share that moment.
Maybe they have those life goals that they
that moment, the life goal, 5-year goal to have a baby. I guess I don't know. Noah, we got a Noah question. I had received a job loss. A girl I love is still in the area. Should I move back home yet? Or will things work out here? That's a throwdown.
Time for a tarot throwdown.
I think you just want to use.
I think that I just want to use the Thoth. I mean, I do love the Thoth. I mean, come on, back me up, Dr. Mystical. Back me up. Dr. Mystical, did you send me your tracking on your deck? Me and Christina wanted the tracking on your deck so we can make sure and get it. Can make sure and get it and do the grand unboxing. I'm just saying. All right. This is a throwdown for Noah. Noah's question is, this is a good one there. We got a double situation here. You had a recent job loss, but a girl I love is still over there. Should I move back? Should I move back home yet? Or will things work out here? Moving back home is up here. Things working out are over here. By the way, this is the last reading. Moving back is up here. Moving back looks good. Moving back looks real good. Looks real good. You're going to find a lot of stability. You're going to find a lot of good news. We have a lot of things happening over there. And moving back looks like the clear winner here, especially because staying just doesn't work. Staying doesn't work. The problem with staying, okay, Noah, the problem with staying is that you're constantly thinking about moving. It's like the grass is greener. The grass is indeed greener. It feels like that staying just makes you want to move more. And it bothers you. You have ruin here. You have this door. It feels like that your destiny is moving. Your destiny is there. And you do feel the grass is greener. And I'm going to say now that the grass is indeed greener. Okay. Bottom line. We have wealth here. We have the Fool. You're ready to take that journey, not knowing what's there, not knowing the end result. And the best part is it's sort of like reseeding the land or looking out amongst the things that we know, the things that we have a lot of good stuff in. So I'm telling you now, moving back works. Moving back works. Moving back is there. I mean, I don't think that probably that's what you wanted to hear. I don't really think so. But, I don't know. Bottom line, I'm just telling you that it says move. Move is all over the place. Thank you for being here. We will see you tomorrow.
Baby, don't move now. Baby, don't move. You gotta stand still.